All right. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Dino action that we got going on here. Oh boy. You may have seen my deck tech for this specific list. I changed things up a little bit. Not too much. But there's still a Tarka's command to hopefully safely ramp by playing an extra land for that turn. Deal 3 damage to each opponent. That could potentially finish off the opponent late game. Maybe we have just a couple Atarka's command in hand. We buff all our creatures, giving them +1/+1 in reach. Swing for hopefully quite a bit more damage, and then do an extra 3 on top of that. Very, very versatile. Amazing spell, I think. Possibly, maybe a little bit better in the sideboard. Hard to say. The jury's out on that. But it's usually never bad. Should always come in handy in a pinch. And again, increasing the power of all our creatures could help us see Ghalta a little bit. There's a pretty good chance we have at least 3 of them, so for 1 red, 1 green, we get 3 total power. And that might still allow us to play the queen. We don't get to give her reach, but well, we wouldn't need reach if we're just simply swinging, attacking. And because reach, we could help get a chance against mono blue spirits. Now, I haven't faced mono blue spirits today. I played probably at least 20 matches from the start of this morning. Probably like 25? No, at least 20. And I didn't see a single mono blue spirits list. I say we jump right into things. Started off, we got a little bit of enchantment hate, back to nature, and barrier breach, because Yorion, enchantments, enigmatic incarnation, fires of invention, playing things for free and then sacrificing an enchantment to get some big nasty creature. Very, very scary stuff. Definitely nice to have these things in a pinch. Boseiju as well. So we got 2 Boseijus in total, plus all this stuff. We're going to be bringing the pain to enchantments. Blast Zone in there. Mono blue spirits, or maybe Rakdos sacrifice, taking out things with a mana value of 1. If we have to tick it up to 2, not so bad. Now, this list doesn't feature Commune with Dinosaurs, which, of course, other than grabbing a dinosaur, does nicely grab these utility lands here. So there's a fair bit less chance to see Blast Zone and Boseiju, that sort of thing. But speaking of spirits, like Blast Zone, we got Collision Colossus. 6 damage to target creature with flying. Of course, that's probably going to be overkill for most spirits, but it could hit some big flyer, an angel. Lots of things. In a pinch, though, increasing power, +4/+2 on a creature for a red and a green is pretty lovely stuff. In the past, I have used Colossus by itself just to get enough for Ghalta. Certainly giving Marauding Raptor trample oftentimes is very welcome, especially if it's pinged a couple dinos. It's sitting there, it's sitting big, and then it just gets chump blocked into oblivion, unfortunately. And of course, Colossus being a nice combat trick if we don't have to use it to be able to play Ghalta. Very, very good and surprising there, indeed. Then, mono green. Aggro, ramp, whatever you want to call it, playing big things. Very big nasty things. Karn, grabbing painful artifacts out of the sideboard, just dropping bombs. The Crone War there is mainly to grab whatever big nasty thing they've dropped. Sometimes it's still not enough to withstand the onslaught. They keep just playing stuff. Maybe they get a great henge and we're not going to have a great time after that resolves. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under their control, they draw a card, and they certainly have a lot of creatures. Or they might just play Storm the Festival, and well, that's about it. But I think the Crone War is going to give us a nice chance. Hopefully. We don't have Wayward Swordtooth in here, which I think a Crone War pairs quite nicely with that. The Crone War itself is a permanent, the thing we steal, so we also gain another permanent. A Crone War is a 2-for-1, and sometimes it can help get to that 10 permanent ascension limit to start attacking and blocking with Wayward Swordtooth. Alright, let's get her done. Hope we don't face too many mono blue spirits. This is one list I'm tweaking. It's a fair bit different than the one we're playing tonight, but we'll start off with the one tonight and see if I might switch to it. CTD stands for Carnage Tyrant Dino. Nothing too different than this, but we're using Commune with Dinosaurs in that list for increased consistency. A Fierce Empath. So there's 4 copies of Carnage Tyrant, 4 copies of Ghalta, and then 1 copy of a Fierce Empath. Just to grab either Carnage Tyrant or Ghalta. When it enters the battlefield, you get to search your library for a creature with mana value 6 or greater. So basically search your library for Carnage Tyrant or Ghalta. Oop, I like the looks of that to start things off. See what they play. Might be safer to go with a Tarka's command, but well, Yorion, like I said, very, very common stuff. Painful. Barrier Breach is going to be quite welcome. Game 2. They could do Leyline Binding pretty easily on Marauding Raptor. That's all is pretty painful. We'll just go with a Tarka. Deal 3 damage. Put a land out. Good stuff. We'll say Boseiju definitely because of, well, what we're likely facing. If you see Yorion, it's enchantments. It's probably 95% chance. Something enchantment related. It could be bouncing stuff. See what they do to this Domri. Could have a counter to him. But we are still able to play Marauding Raptor. That's the fantastic part about being at 4 with Domri, and then you play Marauding Raptor. Lovely, lovely stuff. And they still can't counter it. There's the first Omen. Now we just got to cross our fingers they don't get Leyline Binding. But with the Triomes, Leyline Binding now is costing 3, which is pretty crazy stuff. Forest, Plains, and Island. That certainly helps big time. One of my least favorite enchantments to see, but it's really not that bad when you think about it. There's some basically unconditional black removal, and it costs 1 on a black Heartless Act. Okay. Too bad that's not an enchantment. But we'll still save Domri. I'm thinking about using the token to fight. Let's do that. Knight of Autumn certainly would have blocked Marauding. I'd rather deal 7 damage than 4. Leyline Binding probably would go on Regisaur Alpha, I'd imagine. It's probably the bigger threat at the moment, but Marauding Raptor could sit at 7 power again if we play another Regisaur. Could just be big, but certainly the haste is going to be nasty if we can get a Carnage Tyrant. Definitely. Carnage Tyrant is the bee's knees. Good against anything. Just slam that guy and watch their hopes and dreams start to slip away. Ooh, there it is. Omen of the Sea to get Deputy of Detention. To exile Regisaur. Oh, Skyclave. Well, that's alright. No. Regisaur is 5. Skyclave Apparition can only exile a permanent. Boseiju should take out Enigmatic Incarnation. Let's not get too crazy here, folks. Yeah, definitely Topiary Stomper. Hold back on that Boseiju. I certainly could have upped. Actually, what am I thinking? Let's just go Boseiju to get to 7. And then Domri to fight 4 and 4. Oh, okay. Yeah. Boom. Dead. Exactly lethal. Even though the temporary power from Domri has dropped down. Yes. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I saw that. Whew. Math is for blockers, but sometimes it should be for attackers. Okay. Barrier Breach back to nature. And maybe Blast Zone. but you really probably have to tick Blast Zone up a little bit too much, at least to 4, to get Fires of Intervention and Enigmatic Incarnation, which would be pretty good to take both those things out. But Barrier Breach and Back to Nature is going to be good, which I'm thinking probably 4 Barrier Breach is better than Back to Nature. This effect of taking out multiple artifacts, you really want it, but you wouldn't want to see multiple Back to Natures. That would just feel bad. If you see multiple Barrier Breaches, of course, because of the cycling effect for 2, you get rid of it, and hopefully get something a little bit better. Could potentially hold on to a bunch of Barrier Breaches at the very start, and just in case you need to remove a bunch, or just cycle one away if they haven't got lots of enchantments online. Tarkus Command, I could maybe see that. Yeah, let's get rid of a Tarkus. Another Boseiju. Drop a Castle Garen break, and I mean, Collision sometimes can be nice to take out Yorion, but if it lands, they get Yorion's ability. They're going to be bouncing stuff even if we take it out. A Crone War could steal something big and nasty if they cheat it out, but we'll leave things like this. Yeah, I think probably tomorrow night I'll go with 4 Barrier Breaches instead of 2 and 2. By the time we'd want to be casting one of those things, there's probably a very good chance that we have enough to play Barrier Breach anyways, and exiling 3 enchantments usually I would think is good enough. Hey, Cut, how's it going? Oh, I'm glad to be streaming. Glad you're here joining me. Oh, the LOL Worlds. I didn't see those, no. We're doing pretty good tonight. Hey, we got Barrier Breach against Yorion Enigmatic Incarnation. But yeah, no, I didn't see the Worlds. Did something crazy happen? Sometimes there's pretty crazy stuff that goes down. Teemo played in Worlds. That happened a few years ago, I believe. That was nuts. I'm playing Dinos, streaming. I love it. It's always a good night. And they're starting work on our driveway tomorrow, which is going to be quite fantastic. Waiting almost a year and a half, setback after setback. We can park 4 cars probably after it's all done. Ooh, this is looking pretty sweet though. I wouldn't imagine they have something counterspell related. Yeah, we'll try for Marauding, see what happens. Maybe they do have a counterspell, but for the most part it's just all enchantment stuff. Enter the battlefield effects and whatnot. Leyline Binding on Marauding? Let's see, okay. We might be able to just go Carnage Tyrant next turn, but at the very least, we got this scary thing. I wouldn't imagine they can... Well, maybe they can sweep us. That's alright. I hope. Deafening Clarion. Not so bad, not so bad. I think we got to use Barrier Breach, unfortunately. We'll go with Domri, ramp with him, and then use it. I can't let them play something for free and then respond by exiling something. I got to take it out right now. And hope they don't have a second copy in their hand. I imagine the full playset is used in most Yorion lists. Sets them back quite a bit there. Yeah, what am I thinking? We're just playing Carnage Tyrant. Oh, SKT. Good stuff. Back in the finals. Very, very nice. Hopefully one team from North America eventually will get to the finals, at least in Worlds. We can all dream and hope. Unfortunately, Kenworth can get big enough. They can put 2 counters on him. We'll still be able to trade with Kenworth, though. They have to put at least 1. 1 and gain some life, I guess. Ooh, enigmatic incarnation. Oh, well, there's nothing to sacrifice, so it's not so bad. Alrighty. Regisaur Alpha it is. Hope for the best. Swing away. I was thinking Carnage Tyrant, but if they can't deal with Regisaur, we get hasty Carnage next turn, which might lock things up for us. Supreme Verdict, good. Good. That does feel quite positive, them using it on all that stuff without having to say goodbye to Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully that's the only one they had in hand. They play any creature, it's going to be fought by Carnage Tyrant, and we're going to take it out. Most probably aren't. Oh, Leyline Binding. Yeah, that's not good. It's not so bad. Guess maybe they'll... Oh, Tolsimir. Interesting. They'll get the Elemental Dude. 7. Yeah. Titan of Industry. I can never remember its name. But we get to fight a few things, which is pretty fantastic. Alrighty. Nah, we'll take Tolsimir. Alrighty. See what they do against Domri. Maybe swinging with the Titan and the Wolf. Oh, you saw it? Good stuff, good stuff. Yes, the one we're playing tonight. I may not use it tomorrow night, but Atarka's, it's working out pretty good. Bouncing Titan of Industry, though, is very painful. Ooh. If we had Back to Nature maybe a little bit sooner, that would have been nice. We're not busting through that anytime soon. Especially with the Titan of Industry and the shield counter on it. Yeah, no. You know what? Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Oh, no, don't attack. You never know. Well, things could turn around. I mean, we may just draw a bunch of lands these next few turns. Atarka's Command, though, maybe to give reach. Power up Carnage Tyrant a little bit. Chip away. Yeah, they play some more enchantments right now, and we take them out with Back to Nature. Perhaps they think some shenanigans are about to happen, which, well, not exactly true. Perhaps they'll sacrifice Enigmatic Incarnation to itself. Oh. Well, how about that? Hey, Heaven, how's it going? How's it going? Hope you're having a good time. Having a good weekend. Had a good weekend. Castle Embereth is not going to save us, unfortunately. We gave it a chance. We gave it a chance, Heaven. We still have one more chance. Now, I did cut Atarkas mainly just because I really need the space for Barrier Breach and Back to Nature. Oh, it was good. It was good. Set up for Christmas. Set up my Christmas tree and, well, I didn't. I brought it up from the basement. That's my part. It is pretty heavy. And then I let my wife go wild decorating it. I do the heavy lifting, pretty much. Yeah, she likes to set up November 1st. The first couple days into November, right after Halloween. Oh, I'm keeping. Oh, look at that. We got 4 lands. Very, very solid looking. Rootbound Crag to start just because we don't have a forest or a mountain. Foldable ones. Oh. Yeah, it is a little bit of a pain. That's for sure. This one, it kind of folds up. Not very small, though. I kind of wrap it in an old bed sheet and then kind of tie it together. But it's very bulky. It almost doesn't fit up the stairs. Usually I knock at least one thing over. Hopefully they don't have counterspell. If they had a sensor, we still could have paid the extra one. Hopefully next turn... Well, either way, if they deal with Marauding, we still get Regisaur because, well, we got enough lands. I think we got a good chance here with Back to Nature. That's going to hose them. Oh, Carnage Tyrant as well. I'll still go with Regisaur Alpha. Be able to swing nicely with Carnage Tyrant next turn, or just go Back to Nature. Possibly Castle Embereth plus another Topiary Stomper would get us to 7 lands. Be able to attack with both of those. Ooh. I was wondering about saving that Back to Nature. Well, we've got to be as aggressive as possible, I feel. No, Topiary, not too bad. Definitely shifting. We're still left with 2 for Back to Nature if they play more painful things next turn. They don't have a source of red, which is quite nice. Ooh, almost got them. They could have a sweeper, though. I feel that, well, if they swept us, we would get that token of Topiary Stomper and still kill them. Went down the wrong tube. Oh my goodness. We got them, folks. We got them. They're gonna cry and shed tears. Yes. Smoked. Whew. Back to Nature. Back to wins. My goodness. That was pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, no, I'm okay. It was just weird. I'm down the wrong tube, quite literally. Choked on air almost, which is kind of embarrassing. I'm not really embarrassed, but I'll live. At least I recovered and I was able to hose Yorion with a fantastic option like that. I mean, you can see there, if we had Barrier Breach, we wouldn't have been able to cast it. The fact that Back to Nature cost one less was, yes, oh, heaven, you saw that. Good stuff. 115. Well on our way to 200,000, 300,000. You got to imagine if I'm already at 115 right now, I should easily see 300,000 by this time next year. Gotta be. Golgari fight rigging, I'm thinking. Could be a little bit rough. It is very tempting though, Heaven, not spending all that gold. Man, it would be nice to get some more wild cards, but for the most part I have basically everything I need. Now, I was thinking we could do a cheesy little poke with Huntmaster, but of course the wolf thing would block, I bet. So we just got to put an extra land on the battlefield if we draw another one next turn. And Huntmaster is still around. We got Carnage Tyrant. 300 packs of dinos. You got to imagine that's going to get me every single thing I could possibly want from that set. Question is, hold off? I'm going to hold off. Hope they don't have any fighting things. I really want Ghalta next turn. Okay, that looks pretty good. They played their land already, so they're not going to do a whole lot for one black or one green. Kiora could untap something and they still might be able to take someone out. Good stuff. Oh, beautiful though. The good old queen gets her done. I'm just going to swing with her. They don't have enough to combine, block, and take her out. If we took out something though, I mean, that's, yeah, I'm happy to take out a Lovestruck Beast if possible. Tamios. Oh, we get the good old Tamios safekeeping. Interesting. At least we still got some damage on him. We're going to have to keep that in mind. I've used Tamios safekeeping, of course, before Heaven and Cut. It is fight rigging. It's got to be. Luckily, we haven't seen it yet. Hopefully, they didn't just draw it there. Kiora will untap a land. They'll have a total of 3 with the Llanowar Elves. Ooh, 2 Shakedown Heavies is not looking good. No siree. Well, we're going maximum aggression here. Yep, just swing with absolutely everything. They got to block with a bunch of stuff. Certainly the 2 shakedowns blocking Ghalta, but we'll still get through some damage. Oh, I know. I do miss it. It is very lovely. Boom. Math is for blockers. I didn't even plan that, folks. Pretty good. But we saw a lot of big heavy hitters. We've got the Akroan War here tonight to steal or gain control of target creature for as long as the Akroan War remains on the battlefield. Easy wins, Heaven. Yes, you said it. We do get to control a creature for multiple turns with this thing, and then if we play a second Akroan War the following turn, we get to keep that original creature that much longer, just because we have technically still an Akroan War out. The first one will be sacrificed, but the second one is still on the battlefield. Then it forces their creatures to attack, which we can just block nicely take them out. Hopefully they would be mostly wide open the turn afterwards, and we might just have lethal. But the Crowan War against a deck with big creatures. Hopefully it is still easy wins. I can see myself cutting a Tarkus command. Although, Blast Zone could be pretty helpful. Shakedown Heavy costs 3. Lovestruck Beast is 3. Kiora is 3. It certainly seems like there's a lot of stuff with this list that has a mana value of 3. So if we can get that Blast Zone to 3 charge counters, pop it, and take out everything with that mana value, I think that's going to be very devastating. I'll cut Boseiju. And 1 Domri. Okay. Here goes nothing. Sometimes I still run Lair of the Hydra. Not too much. No big reason. This is a pretty big hand with 3 Carnage Tyrants, though. Not something I'm looking to kill. Oh, that's better. Wow, much better. Definitely. We got the Crowan War with this Topiary Stomper. But yeah, I think I should start running at least 1 copy of Lair of the Hydra. Sometimes it catches me out coming into play tapped, unfortunately. For the most part, though, I mean, it's pretty good. I don't think I would ever run 2 copies of Lair of the Hydra. I really only need 1. Yeah, maybe tomorrow night, just for you. It is. Lair of the Hydra has helped me win multiple times. Definitely. I guess I should have brought in some enchantment hate for... Ooh, Ronus. Gonna Onus. We can steal Ronus with... Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, I'd say we steal Ronus with the Crowan War. Ho ho ho. Exciting stuff. That's actually going to be very nasty for them. Has Indestructible. And Death Touch. Never mind. This could get bad. Maybe back to nature next game, if it goes to that. A fight rigging to get a fight rigging. Okay. That's pretty decent. Hopefully it's another fight rigging. A fight rigging to get a fight. It's an all-out brawl here tonight. They're kind of hitting themselves. Okay, we got some options here. I think it's probably, yeah, it's got to be the Crowan War, definitely. I still feel like Ronus, though. No, Shakedown Heavy. Hopefully it buys us enough time. Ooh, Great Henge is not going to be good. I'm surprised I didn't power somebody up to give them 7 and turn on this fight rigging here. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'll take the 5. Ooh. That is nice. Domri, Ghalta, fight somebody. Fight these 2 things, so I remove 2 creatures that they have. I hope we can still get it done, but we're probably dead because Ronus can put trample on somebody, unfortunately. We'll see what happens. But that's got to be it, I imagine. Oh, Soul Transfer does the trick. Well, we'll just try and go as fast as possible. Still keep the Acrone War. I still like that. Still feels pretty good against this deck. Especially if we can steal that Ronus. Oh boy. Some of you guys have suggested I use Ronus the Indomitable in the past. I've used him a little bit, just not a whole lot. The Death Touch and Indestructible, a fantastic pairing, but using him as a mana sink to increase the power of something and to give it trample, pretty devastating. Play it safe with these lands here, even though I could have maybe sent a Blast Zone to the bottom. Topiary Stomper, as long as we have 3, gets us to 4 quite fantastically. Yeah, it feels like I should have kept that Regisaur now. At least they haven't played a Llanowar Elves or something, so this is actually looking pretty good. We'll maybe just steal whatever they play this turn. Doesn't matter. They stumbled a little bit. Good stuff, good stuff. We're off to a lovely start tonight. See if I finally face my first mono blue spirits in about 30 matches. Crazy. Crazy I haven't seen it. I figured it was more popular than that, but by far, I must say, Yorion and mono green ramp, Karn, whatever you want to call it, big creatures coming down early. A little bit similar to Dinos, but sometimes their stuff is just too big for my stuff, unfortunately. Rakdos. The first Rakdos of the night, I think, was that Tybalt avatar. Maybe they're faking us out. Azorius Goo. Ooh, look at that. Certainly a keeper. Ooh, some mulligans. Good stuff. What do they have up their sleeve? Oh, Tamer Energy. Yikes. Well, we'll just continue with the ramp. Marauding plus Topiary Stomper next turn, I would imagine, but they do have some removal. That thing, yeah. Harness Lightning, I was about to say. Pretty good. At least we still do get Topiary Stomper. Boseiju going to get us to 5 next turn. Regisaur Alpha. Lovely stuff. And we hope it's enough. Certainly want to keep Boseiju if at all possible, because this... 2, 1... You know what? We can go Marauding for 2, the second Marauding, and have enough for Ghalta, actually. That I like. Boom. Hope they don't remove her. There's the Aetherworks to cheat out something. They're at 6. Hopefully it's not too bad. Boogan. Well, you can't exile the Queen. No siree. That's a lovely thing, because Ghalta is so expensive. The Queen is safe. Yeah, we'll go with Regisaur Alpha. And we'll certainly take out Ugin. Even though we could have done a bunch of damage, I don't want Ugin to stick around. Ooh, well, just another Regisaur I think is going to be pretty painful for them. Eventually. Man, that's a lot of damage. 26. More than lethal. Ooh, oh man, that is close. A Tarkus command, as long as they don't gain life, would finish them off. Now the Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot, can gain them life. They're going to also cheat out something again with the Marvel. Ulamog, Boolamog, but doesn't really matter, they still die. Ulamog can only block one thing. Boom. You still lose, even after dropping that. We can use a Tarkus to power things up and deal 3. We only have to connect with one body. They thought they had it with Ulamog, but that is not the case. If we had only 2 creatures, we still could get it done due to a Tarkus. Man, this thing is pretty lovely. Yes. Oh, wow. Wow, that was good. But this deck is painful. Boseiju who endures 100%. We don't have a whole lot of ways to deal with artifacts, which aren't all that common. It's definitely the Yorion enchantment side of things. Certainly makes more sense to lean a little bit harder into dealing with those things. But Boseiju in a pinch. Aetherworks Marvel. That is something to take out on the spot. They got a Ugin and an Ulamog with 3 lands. That's not good. Okay. We know what we have to do. Prioritize Boseiju. A Crone War to steal Ulamog? I like the sounds of that. That's making me think. That's tempting. Don't think I'm going to do it though. If we continually bring the pain and they just never are able to cast Ulamog anyways, we're not going to be needing to steal it if it just doesn't exist. I'll keep it. We're on the draw. It could be okay. It is. I bet they have the Harnessed Lightning thingamajig to deal some damage. We're just going to go with a Tarkus, simply because we got plenty of lands now. Play it safe. I guess I could actually see myself bringing in some sort of sweeper. I don't have a sweeper, but some sort of sweeper might be nice. Domri and Marauding always feels good. Open up the possibility of a Carnage Tyrant next turn. I don't imagine both servants are going to be swinging at Domri. Grabs Karn here, grabs him something nasty for next turn, so we'll want to be pretty oh, there's the Aetherworks Marvel. Let's see Boseiju. We got some good options here. Aetherworks Marvel next turn, they're at enough to use it, unfortunately. We could do as much as possible. I like the sounds of that. Nothing I really need to fight. I'm going to be needing to use all of this mana. Give it haste. Play the second one to power up the first one. And just do as much damage as humanly possible. Okay. Here goes nothing. Hoping that Aetherworks Marvel doesn't bring Genesis. That is good. Oh my, that is very good. Hopefully they can't play land. I don't think they can. That is about the best thing you could hope for a Genesis Ultimatum. That might not save them. Oh, okay, okay. We got options here. Yeah, Domri, fight, take out that servant. RNT. Do we do it? They could have something at instant speed to take out one of the Marauding Raptors. Harness Lightning. Nuts. That Aetherworks Marvel next turn is not going to be good. But the hasty shifting Ceratops might be pretty nice. They can go Aetherworks Marvel, plus use Karn's ability to grab something nasty. It's going to be tough to survive this turn, even with them being at 1, unfortunately. I think they have some sort of sweeper up their sleeve. They must. Certainly they're going to go -6. Did we get him? Hasty shifting to finish things off. As always. Hard to top that. Boom. Perfection. Wow. That thing is amazing. Whew. Seems like we got him indeed. Wow, 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 wow. Shifting. Gets her done once again. Good stuff. Well, we'll just continue with the pain, that's for sure. My. Getting pretty fortunate. Haven't faced 5-color Aetherworks Marvel in a long time. I would say that's definitely 5-color. Used to tamer variations of that deck. Blue, red, and green. Giovanni 21. Oh, no. Ah, too slow. Oh, much better. Much, much better. Now. Yep. Oh, something blue. Nuts. Wish I would have kept Domri. That's alright. We can go with Tarka's command next turn. Maybe it's mono blue, or our first Azorius control of the night. Oh, it's this, Is It Wizards? I'm going to go with Huntmaster. We might need a Tarkus command in a pinch to give our creatures reach and +1/+1 and stop their flying things. Been quite some time since I've faced this Wizards deck. Very scary and explosive potential. Casting lots of spells that cost 1 and powering up everything. Balmor, Battle Mage Captain, whenever they cast an instant or sorcery, creatures they control get +1/+0 and trample. Izzy Wizzy. Yes, Heaven, you said it. They still haven't taken out Huntmaster though. That is quite satisfying actually. Ooh, that's tempting. We could go a Tarkus command for 2. We would be still at 2. This for 2, Rockfall Vale, boom, still play a Topiary, but I think we have to still hold off on a Tarkus for later. No match for Dinos, yes. I am a little bit sad at the moment I didn't bring that thing in. Things could get out of hand a little bit, but I bet we can surprise them with this. I didn't block the Soulscar Mage because I felt they might have something for 1 that would also take it out, unfortunately, which now we can use a Tarkas. Although I probably should wait till I can turn on the Topiary Stompers. They could kill us this turn. Definitely. That's going to be a very scary thing. Hopefully we can survive. We're not dead yet. Oh, and another Topiary Stomper. This actually could be quite fantastic now that I think about it. All the Topiary Stompers attacking. Okay, that might be nice. Too far. They don't play a whole lot of cheap spells. We might still be able to do it. Maybe could have held Huntmaster back just as a... Oh yeah, I think that's going to do it. Okay, good stuff. Phew, I was worried about the potential for a counter spell there. They'll probably kill somebody with something. Hey, a Tarkus command pretty good. I just have it in for mono blue spirits, but it helped big time against Izzy Wizzy. Another creature next turn would be good. We can play any Dino at this point. Give it haste with Huntmaster. We're well on our way. Another Soulscar Mage. Oh, Marauding Raptor. That is going to be nice. 100%. Swing with that thing and... every single creature has to block. Balmor, nah, he'll block Marauding, unfortunately. Soulscar Mage can never attack if with both Topiaries, which is pretty nice. We only have to worry about Balmor and a Den of the Bugbear. Ooh. We're still in this. Maybe. Make down of the bugbear creature. Still not enough to kill us. Maybe they have it. Oh, they don't. Oh, it's no match for Dino's Heaven. We didn't even need anger. That would have made them extra angry, but lots of painful flying things, especially this Balmor legendary creature powering up all their other wizards. And of course, Dorat, the perfect pet. I think there's enough flying things to bring in Collision, Colossus. Maybe Blast Zone, actually, now that I think about it. See how many things cost 1. The Soulscar Mages. Balmor cost 2, but a lot of stuff for 2. Dorat, Soulscar Mage. Cheap things. That's where it's at with this deck. So that's definitely where it's at with Blast Zone. Certainly keeping shifting Ceratops a little bit. A decent amount of things are partially blue, so shifting doesn't have to worry about that. Domri, I could see us cutting Domri. Collision's going to be nice in place of that. Yes. Absolutely. You said it, 100%. I think one Huntmaster. I bet they'll have some more stuff that deals damage. 2 damage, 3 damage. Huntmaster might not survive as easily as we're hoping. I guess technically we do have Collision. I don't want to risk it. Oh, wow, that is way better. Send a forest to the bottom. That forest basic land could be something that we grab later on with a Topiary Stomper. Might as well keep as many basic lands in the library as possible. Double the Tarkus command. Ooh. Pyromancer. Okay, yeah. That's not a wizard, but it does care about casting things. Okay, play it safe. I goofed on that. I clicked the wrong mode. Nuts. Awkward. That's alright, though. Yep, I like the looks of that. Very good. Hopefully nothing cheap to take out Hunt. Oh. Colossus could be used to maybe save something if they've got a damaging... similar to the previous game. Okay. Well, Marauding, Topiary, swing with good old Marauding. I don't imagine they'd ever block with Soulscar and Young Pyromancer. That's for sure. We should be pretty good. We've got Regisaur Alpha next turn, even if they took out both Marauding and Huntmaster. I could see them taking out one. If they take out nothing, though. Regisaur plus still enough for Collision Colossus there is going to be quite nice. Something. Wizard's Lightning. Maybe not. I imagine they'd attack with at least a Soulscar Mage, making use out of its temporary boost in power. Oh, interesting. Well, Regisaur it is. Attack with a bunch of stuff. Slap Colossus on Marauding Raptor, certainly the biggest thing. Possibly Regisaur Alpha to save it. We'll see if they want to take out Marauding Raptor, though. A young Pyromancer plus an elemental token, maybe. If they just let Marauding Raptor through, of course, that's going to be nice, saving Regisaur Alpha and also getting a ton more damage. Class is going to be useful. Very nice. However, they decide to block here. Okay. Interesting. Well, I know who I want to save. Boom, look at that. Lovely. Lovely stuff. I don't think they're taking everything out. They could play a bunch of spells, make a bunch of elemental tokens though. So we got to be pretty careful. Two spells for one. They'll have quite a few bodies. We don't have trample on anything, so that's going to slow things down quite a bit. Oh, shifting. That will do it. I'll see what cycling the Sheltered Thicket gets us, though. Alrighty. That's got to be it. Maybe something for 2 to take out Shifting, something for 2 to take out Huntmaster, and then they have elementals to block as well. Nuts. Well, still, one Pyromancer has to block, which is pretty nice. It's got to be 1, 1, and 1. I think. Ghalta Primal Hunger, that would certainly... Ugh, that's not Ghalta. Okay, well, we'll keep swinging, even though they likely have stuff. Nuts. Man, where is that Carnage Tyrant? At least they can never really attack with the Jaya. That's going to be painful. They're making monks with prowess, so things just get really big. Balmor plus that monk. That monk's getting nasty. Rockfall Vale, we're at 7, yes. Oh, I should have done that. We would have turned on Topiary Stomper. We would have won the previous turn. Darn it. I missed it. See how they block with this. They have to block with two things to take out either one of these. I imagine they'd want to take out Regisaur. Maybe Balmor plus the monk there. Total toughness of 5, so they'd only lose one creature in that scenario. Aha, as I suspected. Certainly, we're going to take out Balmor and hope they don't have another copy in hand. Hopefully we get another Colossus at some point. Really, anything. Ghalta, Colossus, Carnage Tyrant. Shifting Ceratops would be pretty sweet. That might be their undoing, attacking with Dorat there. Ooh, alright. Hopefully it's not another Ether Gust. Oh. I jinxed myself. Well, we'll put it back on top. We'll swing with the Topiary Stomper at least. They'll block with one elemental, unfortunately. Oh, double Dorat. Okay, they might have us here. That is very, very sad, not being able to deal the last point of damage. If we had some sort of sweeper heaven, of course that wouldn't have done the trick. Maybe they have to be a little bit careful at this point, depending what we drop. Yeah, no, that's not enough to do it. Yeah, can't win them all, that's for sure. Our luck had to run out. That was pretty quick. Ivysaur Man. Like the Pokemon. Maybe it's a dinosaur matchup. That'd be pretty cool. It's been a long time since I've had the mirror match. Probably a month at least. But with this sleeve makes me suspect it's not dinosaurs. Very nice to see it, Tarkas. We got lots of lands. That thing. Ooh, and Regisaur. But I'm not going to make the mistake I made in Game 2 of the previous match there. I'm going to click the right modes. And we're going to get that extra land this time. Kroxa, you know, it's a little bit rough. We may not see Ghalta. but we could see both Regisaurs, and that will be nice. As long as they don't go double Thoughtseize. I would shed tears if that was the case, but I think we gotta see. We gotta see one. Fable. I like it. Boom. Hopefully we get a 6-land next turn. We can go Marauding plus Regisaur Alpha. That'd be very devastating. If they dilly-dally anymore. Yeah, quite lethal. That token I don't think is going to attack us. Heartless Act or something on... Liliana, yes. Okay, well, we'll still be able to take her out with this second Regisaur Alpha here. That token's certainly attacking now. Good, good. Thoughtseize, you gotta be kidding. Well, we're saying goodbye to Regisaur Alpha. Nuts. They have nothing to discard, so Liliana, her +1, is not doing anything, which is pretty nice. Eliminate? Huh? That's alright. We weren't at 7 lands anyways. We still might not have got there. Ooh, we did. Well, see if they double block. It would be nice to take out Reflection. They had the perfect mix so far to keep us down. Kroxa failed to push Thoughtseize and Eliminate plus Liliana. It's a pretty painful mix. At least we don't have to worry about that copy anymore. And they can't escape Kroxa, which is quite nice. It's not a creature. I'm going to hold off on Boseiju. I don't want to give them more stuff in their graveyard, allowing them to escape Kroxa. I'll wait till they sink mana into Den of the Bugbear, and then I'll kill it. I hope that buys us a bit of time. They can't escape Kroxa this turn, but next turn they're going to do that, unfortunately. Well, that will do it. Yeah. Okay. Rakdos. Mid-range. I always thought about the Akron War now that I'm using it tonight, and a couple nights previously, stealing Kroxa I think would be pretty good. Stealing Reflection of Kiki-Jiki as well. Make extra copies of Regisaur Alpha, Carnage Tyrant, Shifting Ceratops. Speaking of Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, I gotta do some night featuring that card. One of these nights coming up. If I forget, you guys, you gotta remind me, because I'm definitely interested in making extra copies of Dinos. Who doesn't love seeing that? Blast Zone could be pretty good. A Blast Zone for 3 to take out Reflection, plus Liliana. Or for 2 to take out Kroxa. Nah, I'll leave it like that. Hope to go as fast as possible. Hope I don't need to have stolen a Kroxa. Maybe a couple copies of the Akroan War might have been nice. Ooh, that is very, very nice. Super duper rampy right there. Oh, and Castle Embereth. As long as we get to 5, including Castle Embereth, we get to 6 for Carnage Tyrant. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. We got a Tarkus for 2. Oh, speaking of. Watch this, though. Look at that ramp. That is disgusting. And it's ramp for 2 that they can't kill. Because it's a land. Just cross our fingers they don't have Thoughtseize. Good. They still might. Could have Liliana as well, unfortunately. Yeah. We're just going to go with Carnage Tyrant. I was thinking if we could go Castle Embereth or Marauding Raptor plus Carnage Tyrant to have 2 bodies and not have to sacrifice. Deja vu tonight. That's not right. Being able to take out Carnage Tyrant that easily. That will do it, unfortunately. Maybe, very slim chance we would have drawn something next turn, but when you just draw lands, rough. That's alright though. We're still having a good time. Started off certainly quite strong tonight, indeed. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to get another drink. Finished my tea a long time ago. Root beer on the menu right now. And that hand certainly is pretty good stuff. Clone effects in Blue Misty, a little bit, not too much. Mainly because shifting Ceratops, since it has protection from blue, I can't target shifting to make a clone of itself. It would have to be something red, like Reflection of Kiki Jiki. But it's always on the radar. Would be very satisfying for sure. I have splashed blue before, but mainly because it turns off shifting, and I love shifting so much. I love starting off with shifting for mono blue spirits and control stuff, giving me a little bit more of a chance. Shifting. We get the nice haste against this particular Yorion, but maybe that should be something I consider. Mostly it was just for the shifting. making extra copies of Carnage Tyrant though, Misty. That would be nice. Leyline Binding is not, but we still got some fantastic plays coming down. Hopefully they don't have another copy of Leyline Binding. I'm just going to go as aggressive as possible. And hope we can get Ghalta next turn. Yes. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, that blue modal Glasspool Mimic and Glasspool Shores, I believe, is that dual face card. Pretty sure that's what it's called. But certainly against Yorion here, we'll get the sideboarding done. Back to nature. Barrier Breach. Cut Domri. There's probably not a whole lot of creatures to fight. Really no counter spells, I imagine. Mostly just enchantments. I don't think this guy's needed as much. Certainly keeping Carnage Tyrant with that hexproof. We don't have to worry about him getting stolen. Oh, what am I thinking? Boseiju. I want another Boseiju. Trim 2 Huntmasters. Twin Flame from Theros. If I'm able to start using Twin Flame, that's definitely the thing. 1 in a red to make a copy of target creature you control. It gets haste, but you can kick it, I think, for 2 in a red to make another copy. Something like that. So for 5, we could make 2 extra copies of Carnage Tyrant. Very, very nasty stuff. Twin Flame would be my #1 thing for copying. But definitely this hand is satisfying. We see that Barrier Breach. And we'll get there for sure. I hope they don't have Leyline Binding for Huntmaster here. No. I don't think Twin Flame is legal in Pioneer. The portable hole. Well, we can take it out with Boseiju at some point. Okay, we're at 3 for Barrier Breach. Quite nice. Hopefully they drop something else and we go with that this turn. Fires of Invention. Oh, I never would have guessed. Enigmatic Incarnation. You know you wanna. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, folks. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff indeed. Boom. Exile, exile, exile. Fantastic. Yep, gotta be Boseiju. We're at 4. Next turn we'll be at 5, including Castle Embereth, meaning we're at 6 for Carnage Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant. Man, that's scary stuff. Yep, just do it. Okay, that sucks a little bit, but that's why you got lots of copies. Well, they can bounce Yorion next turn. Trial of Ambition coming in again would make us sacrifice this Carnage Tyrant. So I'm just going to go with... Well, no, Portable Hole. If they exile... No, where's Regisaur Alpha? I don't think they're going to exile the Portable Hole. Then we'd have 3 creatures. We'd still sacrifice the token there. I think it's all but certain they were going to play Yorion. Okay. Also not so good. It was nice though, they didn't put the shield counter on it. I imagine the Rhino and that Goblin will double... Oh, taking out of Titan of Industry. That is pretty good. That thing is scary. I'm surprised the Rhino and the Goblin didn't double block to kill Carnage Tyrant, preserving the Titan of Industry, and then they play Yorion again this turn, bounce it, get another Rhino as a replacement, and some more life. Odd. Ooh, this looks good. Atarkas, we're swinging for the fences here. Hope they don't play anything too nasty. Settle the wreckage. I like that. Just enough to have Carnage Tyrant survive the 6 damage. He's now going to 7 toughness. Yes. Oh, that was good. For 2, we got 6 extra damage on the opponent, because +1 3 times, +3 damage to the face, plus we save Carnage Tyrant. Pretty good value right there. Bounce Trial, we'll sacrifice the token here. Excuse me, I don't drink pop all that often. Although they do have 2 treasures and 2 lands, so they still could do something nasty. Thinking I'll probably sacrifice Huntmaster. I can play any dinosaur I draw. I'd rather have a 3/3 token than... Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Portable Hole to permanently exile the token. Yes. That's alright. Still quite a bit of damage. Again, don't really need extra lands, but we'll see what we can make happen here. Still pretty nice to take both of those out. Oh, that's not good. Sheltered Thicket, get us something. It is not that. 6. We'll wait one more turn, but that's not looking nice. I still like the Castle Embereth. Effectively, it taps for 2 green. Good, stable ramp. Usually don't have to worry about it getting taken out. Yeah, that's going to do it. All right, well, I hope to go as fast as we can. Possibly. I could have drawn a Atarkas plus another Atarkas, but they would have swung. They should have swung. I feel like stealing stuff with a Crone War if we haven't got things online. Yeah, Berry Breach back to nature. I'm going to stick with that plan. Ooh. I think it might be a little bit too slow. We got 5 lands plus Castle Embereth, meaning we get to Carnage Tyrant. But nothing else. No. Oh, that's better. That's better. Pretty sure that's better. Definitely send Ghalta to the bottom. Hope we get another copy of her. But at the very least, we have hopefully shifting Ceratops on turn 3. And no portable hole. Gonna take the risk, hoping I get another land next turn. Could have gone to Tarka's. Youth. I was worried about a portable hole that turn on Marauding. They had a source of white with Spara's headcore. Not Leyline Binding. But, you know, we can go this. And we get Carnage Tyrant next turn, whether Marauding dies or not. That's rough. Hopefully that's the only copy of, excuse me, Trial of Ambition that they have. Or we get back to nature or Barrier Breach. Looks like they have something they can do. I'm almost tempted to cycle Sheltered Thicket. No, we're Carnage Tyrant. Hold on to Sheltered Thicket. Just in case we don't draw Enchantment Hate or we draw another land next turn. Try for something a little bit better. Not quite it, but we got more lands, at least. Regisaur Alpha next turn. Still pretty painful with the Carnage Tyrant. Trial of Ambition if they have another one, or, well, they'll bounce. We'll bounce Trial of Ambition. We'll sacrifice Topiary. Keep swinging next turn with Regisaur. I might go Yorion, play it. Oh, the ley line. Hopefully we get something, anything. Ouch. That's not great. Nah, that's probably going to do it. Unfortunately, Enigmatic Incarnation. Nuts. Ouch. Yep, we're not busting through that. Scarab God is going to start exiling and getting Carnage Tyrant from our graveyard. All manner of nasty things. If something like the Scarab God lands, it's lights out for our chances. Maybe a little bit more enchantment hate, especially because Yorion really does seem to be the most common deck I'm facing, at least. That's alright though. Thrashing Brontodon, that's definitely something I think should be considered once again. Start off with Thrashing Brontodon. At the very least, it is a pretty fantastic body, 3/4, oftentimes coming down for 2 green because of cost reduction. No one in their right mind is going to use a removal or answer on it once it's landed. As long as we have 1 mana up, sacrifice it in response to take out something. This hand looks a little bit iffy. 2 lands, Huntmaster, Topiary, lots of potential ramp. Oh, good stuff. The black makes me a little bit worried. I'm going to play it safe, go Sheltered Thicket instead. Oh, excuse me. I imagine there was a fatal push in the mix there. I want to continue with doing stuff you can't fatal push. Eventually, if we do get to 6 lands, Regisaur Alpha plus Huntmaster, pretty fantastic there as well. So it's not completely lost. Huntmaster has an immediate benefit the turn it lands due to cost reduction. This turn though, we will try for Huntmaster. See if they use that fatal push. If our suspicions were confirmed. If not, fantastic. Looks like maybe they're digging for it. They're going to kill somebody this turn, I would imagine, especially with 4 mana there. Blood Chief's Thirst could be something. Nothing still. Oh my. Well, it's certainly working out for us. A double Shifting Ceratops does feel pretty lovely. Let's do that. Carnage Tyrant would have been nice, but we'll use up all our available mana this turn. Hopefully get to 7 lands next turn and turn on those Topiary Stompers. See if maybe this shifting draws out their removal. Heartless Act. Infernal Grasp also pretty nasty. Only 1 Infernal Grasp. I imagine if they had 2, they would have used it on the second shifting as well. Yep, Carnage Tyrant. Let's go for it. Guess I could have gone Huntmaster plus Carnage Tyrant now that I think about it. Nah. Perhaps they'll sweep us next turn. Blood on the snow could be happening. I imagine they got blood on the snow. Just because they got snow-covered swamps. That's, I think, all but certain. Destroying all creatures for 6, I think it is. That's pretty expensive removal. Quite happy to see that. And lovely having Carnage Tyrant. A very hard to deal with threat. Let's cross our fingers we don't see that sweeper this turn. A 6. Guess they don't have it. Invoke Despair. Huntmaster could be nice, but if we turn on the Topiaries, we're off to the races. It could be lethal. Oh boy. Just about. They have to kill one Topiary Stomper, but they can't. Oh, no, that's still pretty good. Oh, sacrificing the thingamajig met their... Oh, to 1. Let's hope that they don't go blood on the snow this turn. Well, maybe. If they had blood on the snow, they would have done it already. Carnage Tyrant saves the day. Having lots of bodies definitely saves the day against Invoke Despair. As long as we don't have to sacrifice this guy, feels pretty good. But it just looks like maybe general mono black. But certainly they have blood on the snow. They must. Or it might be in the sideboard. So we're going to have to watch out barfing all our dinos into that sweeper. Not being left with anything potentially. Shouldn't need to steal any creatures. They might have some in the mix. We just didn't really see them. No enchantments, I don't think. Boseiju kind of nice sometimes to take out their manlands. That might save us. I think I'm going to cut 2 Domris and bring in the Blast Zones just in case it is mono black devotion. There are a couple things that have a mana value of 1, some things that have a mana value of 2. That Blast Zone might be nice to take out if we can get it. I'll keep that hand. It's a little bit awkward, but we start off with 2 lands. We're on the draw, so we have at least 3 chances. Oh. Well, I don't have a source red, but 3 chances to see that 3rd land for Topiary Stomper here. And I haven't thought seized or, well, thought seized yet. Oh boy, I'm starting to sweat. There it is. Topiary Stomper is going goodbye. Absolutely. Yep. That was painful. Okay. Can't be a whole lot worse than that. Not getting a single source of red doesn't happen often. It's gotta happen. It's bound to happen every once in a while, though. Turn 2 red, very important for Huntmaster and Marauding. But usually I only need at least 2 down the line. Never really need more than that. And certainly a very consistent hand. Better. A Well, the Huntmasters, hopefully they don't die to the fatal pushes. So there's got to be fatal push in here. At least we still get to play one. Oh, interesting. I imagine they have something to take out the Huntmasters, though. Still nothing. This turn, somebody's going down. Alright. Too bad we don't have a body. Carnage Tyrant would have been lovely. Not so bad. We still could get him next turn due to cost reduction. And even if they take out a Huntmaster. Oh, like I was saying, folks. Good stuff. Even if they take out a Huntmaster, we still can play Ghalta next turn. Meat Hook, not bad. We still get Ghalta. Beautiful. Topiary plus Ghalta, actually. And we're sitting at 7 lands, too. Yes. Boom. Maximum damage. That deck is always very scary. I think we snuck by the skin of our teeth, the skin of our dino teeth, not seeing other painful things. I'm very interested to see what they had in hand. Meat Hook Massacre didn't really slow us down. Carnage Tyrant was the all-star in this matchup, 100%. Although I still like Tamio's safekeeping. 1 green, hexproof, and indestructible, and 2 life. But I feel Carnage Tyrant almost is enough to get the job done. Plus there's lots of other little bodies. Maybe Tamio's isn't needed when you're using Carnage Tyrant. Maybe a couple copies of Tamio's. Of course, with Commune, with Dinosaurs, that could help digging for this thing anyways, if you're looking for a hard to deal with threat. Of course, it has hexproof built in, so it's always protected. Tamio is only protecting something for that turn, but that temporary turn of protection from it sometimes might be all you need. Of course, protecting Huntmaster or Marauding Raptor, as long as they survive for a turn that comes around again. Just because they live, it might mean Ghalta, it might mean Regisaur Alpha, and you still have just enough to play Ghalta. Everybody's got haste, where that entire scenario would not have happened if you weren't able to save, that thing without hexproof. But it's nice. Ending on a positive note. Pretty fantastic overall. Yorion, though, that's the big boogeyman at the moment. Mono Blue Spirit's nowhere to be around today. Had to have been at least 25 matches. Possibly closer to 30 that I played. Not a single hint of Mono Blue. Atarka's it did the trick. It did the trick often enough, I think. Maybe not using it tomorrow night. Having some stuff that makes copies of things misty. Hard to say. Haven't quite decided yet, but hopefully all you guys have a good night, a good morning, evening, afternoon. Hopefully you can survive daylight savings time if your country does observe it. We recently just had daylight savings time, so rolled time back a bit. We went into a time machine. It was kind of cool, actually. Yes, have a nice night as well, Cut. Everybody else, peace. Remember, there's always room for improvement. Have a good one.